So I want to talk about Prismatic Evolutions and its recent performance and how it still is performing extremely well, even though recently a lot of people have been talking about the crash and everything's going down, and it's true, but mainly just for the singles. So the singles, yes, have been going down in value. Now this isn't surprising. A lot of people act like, the singles going down is like the, end world is ending, but here's the thing that I said previously. If the singles and the sealed product were both going down in value at the same time, then there would be an issue, right? Then there would be, oh yeah, something is actually going on. Prices are going to keep going down, and this is a major sign that the set is falling off. But just because the singles themselves are going down in value does not really indicate much, because a huge reason why a lot of these prices have been going down is because we've gotten multiple restocks of Prismatic Evolutions products. And with restocks, when they show up on retail shelves, what happens? People open them up, and you take that into account that Prismatic Evolutions at this point, it is not brand new. It has been released now at this point for over, I think, 6 months, I believe, because now it's what, July? So it's been like 6 months. So it's not like the newest set. The hype is going to fall off a bit after 6 months. It's not going to be the same as it was in the first month or two. And also, we're in the summer, right? So you take all those things into account and why the prices are going down for the singles, it makes a lot of sense. And I think people do blow, this whole thing out of proportion with the cards going down in value. Like, yes, it's going down because of those reasons. It's not just because, oh, nothing's happened and it's just going down. You have to think about why the stuff's going down, and it'll make a lot of sense. And when you think about why the stuff's going down, it makes sense. And really, honestly, when you look at also the sealed product values and how they've been behaving, the singles going down really does not just spark any red flags or anything, because like I said, if the products were also going down, then there would be something going on. But that's not really the case, which this is, in my opinion, just normal that the cards are going down in value, because let's be honest here, they weren't going to stay that high forever. Singles prices, they're not always just going up. They go up and down, up and down. I gave an example previously in another video where I talked about 151. 151, the Charizard at one point was very cheap, right? Or relatively cheap. Then it got all the way up to like the high 200s. And what is it at now? Like under $200. So if you want to talk about 151, prices for that set has gone down quite a bit, right? And it's not because 151 is a trash set or anything, right? It's not because people don't like it. There's cycles to this stuff. And right now, Prismatic Evolution singles are in a downturn because of all those factors that I've just mentioned. But moving on from the singles, I want to show you guys the sealed product, because this is really what paints a different picture and a different story from what people have been talking about with Prismatic Evolutions. First, talking about here with the Elite Trainer Box. So the Elite Trainer Box, look at where it's at now. It's at $110. Just recently, this dropped all the way down to around $95 market price. But as you can see, as time has gone on, you can see recently it has gone up all the way. Now recent sales have been $110. So it has steadily gone up within the past month. And those restocks that everybody was talking about, how Prismatic Evolutions was going to crash, all these sorts of things, it literally took 1 month, and prices, as you can see here, have steadily gone up. Now, I feel like a lot of people that were thinking that this was going to MSRP, like it was surprising, but I mean, it got nowhere near MSRP. I mean, $95 still is $45 above MSRP. And think about it this way too. For this to drop $95 all the way down to $50 is not the same as, let's say, it dropping from like $150 to $100. Like, the drop isn't the same, right? Because from $150 to $100, the price from MSRP is still a lot further away versus, $95 to MSRP. That's a very different price drop, right? So I just feel like people that still thought it was going to MSRP, it was kind of crazy. But as we can see here, literally, it was pretty much impossible for this to ever hit MSRP from those restocks we got from Costco, and also just the general restock we got before that. They never even touched anywhere close to MSRP. Like a lot of people were going to point out that it was going to happen. It didn't happen. And you can see it's only taken a month, and they've already rebounded. And think about it too. Card prices have been going down, right? But the sealed product, as we can see here, has been going up. because people are opening them, and the supplies is getting, just drained from the market, from the restocks we've gotten. And I mean, I'm not very surprised that this has happened, because I didn't think it was going to go much lower than $95. Now moving on to some other products, the PCETB. So the PCETB, as you can see, for the past couple weeks has been selling a lot comparatively, because we got those restocks. And as we see here already, lowest listed is $230. And yeah, it just seems like 215, wherever it was at, was sort of the bottom. I mean, we still have to wait maybe another week, maybe more people list. But other than that, we can see the prices haven't gone any lower than here, which I guess I was at like $212. But other than that, it has just gone back up. Now lowest listed is 230. So like I mentioned before, if you could have bought these for 210, low 200s, I would have done it. And hopefully you guys did, because it seems like probably next few weeks here, these are probably going to steadily go up. I don't think these are going to go back up to necessarily like 300 plus, but I don't think they're going to stay in the low 200s for that much longer. And it's already showing signs that it's not going to be here for much longer, because all the ones that we're selling for this price right here have gone bought out. Now lowest listed is 230. So moving on to some other products that I just want to quickly just mention here. The binder collections right now are at $65. These products have been just going up and down, up and down. You look at the past here, they just go up and down, and you can see here. I guess they're on the rise. Lowest list right now is $65. Now next here, booster bundles. Booster bundles have just been going up and down the past month, but you can see from this drop it's had. This was the Costco drop. They've gone up steadily, and now lowest listed is $71, which is pretty crazy, because at one point these dropped down to $58 from the Costco bundle restock, and we can see here it's steadily gone up since then, and it's only taken the same time frame as the ETB, about a month, and it's gone back up basically exactly where it was previously. Now next here we have the surprise box. This one got reprinted quite a bit ago, and it's still hasn't really recovered. You can see in the past month it really hasn't changed much. These have been sitting around $50 for a while now. You can see lowest listed is $55. One thing I really wish TCG Player would do was get rid of these like weird sales and stuff that have nothing to do with the actual product, and it just skews up the market price. So it is probably a little bit higher than what it shows here. That's one thing I've noticed for some products, is that they have like these $10 things that skews up market, which for the cheaper stuff really messes up the market price. And just in general, I don't know why they even let people list for under a different product. Like, to me, it's dumb. But right now these lowest listed are $55. And lastly here, I wanted to talk about the accessory pouch. This is like one of the worst performing prismatic products. I don't have any of these, which I guess is a good thing, because you can see since it's been released, it's consistently gone down. I don't think we really ever got any like restocks of these. This is just not a very popular product. The pouches definitely, compared to the binder, I think are not going to be as long term as good as the binders, because the accessory pouch, although it's cool, it looks kind of funny. The binder just has usability for cards, and obviously if you're buying a TCG product, you're going to want probably the binder over the pouch, because the pouch is cool, but it's not like you can put cards in there really without, it's not like a protection thing. It's just like kind of just a pouch. So these in the past month, you can see, have just been going down. Like I said, I don't think there's really been any restocks for these. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't believe I've seen any online or anybody talking about restocks. And you can see they hit a low at one point at $43. Now lowest listed is $49. I guess all the ones got sold for like $42 and so. But yeah, so that's all I want to show you guys. Just Prismatic Evolutions is still performing strong if you look at the sealed product. Obviously, card wise, yeah, prices are going down, but I mean, like I said, it's not surprising when you think about all those factors. But the fact that ETB and the booster bundle from those restocks we've recently gotten have already rebounded in a month, Prismatic is still a very strong set. People saw it drop and thought it was going to MSRP. It got nowhere near it. A lot of people, I don't know, just believed it was going to MSRP because it dropped a little bit from restock, but literally within a month, it's already going back up quite a bit for a lot of these products that got restocked. So that's all I want to show you guys here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.